Here's another example involving mood and figure. If we start off with the argument, all pranksters are exasperating individuals, consequently, some leprechauns are exasperating individuals. Since all leprechauns are pranksters, we've got pranksters and pranksters, exasperating individuals. Again, if you prefer not to use S and P, you can use other letters, and leprechauns. But how do I determine, most importantly, where my conclusion is? Well, here I don't have a therefore, but I do have a conclusion indicator word, and that conclusion indicator word is consequently. So the statement starting with consequently is going to be my conclusion. So sum L R E is the conclusion. Then I've got all P R E and all L R P as my two premises. I want to identify my major, minor, and middle terms. I know that because of their placement. And then I want to determine the mood. So it's going to be A, I, figure 1, because the middle terms are all the way out to the left. And I see that the two premises are already in the correct order. The major term E makes all P or E the major premise, and it's listed first. The minor term L makes all L or P the minor premise, and it's listed second. So we know that AAI1 is our mood and figure. So I go to my chart and I look, or my charts, my set of charts, and I look under unconditionally valid forms. AAI is not under figure 1. So I say, okay, well, that's fine. Let's move on to conditionally valid forms, to the Aristotelian. So I look under figure 1 and AAI is indeed listed there. But if I go all the way to the right, the requirement is that S exists, or the minor term exists. So does the minor term exist? And what I mean by that is, just by way of further explanation, there's another part in your book that explains this if you're looking for even more clarification. But the idea is that it's terms with empty, what we call extension, that we're worried about when we say exist. So for instance, I could write the word unicorn, and you could tell me, that it's one-horned, magical, has a silver mane. I don't know, it could have any of these qualities and I could list them, and that's fine. That would be the intentional meaning, its qualities and attributes. But could I name, a unicorn in real life, like Bob the Unicorn? No. So that's a term with empty extension that you can still describe. A better example might be something like current King of England. So if I look at the intension, or the qualities and attributes, I can name the qualities and attributes of a king, royal by birth, monarch that has inherited his position, etc. But I can't name an actual king of England who exists now. Why? Because there's a queen, not a king at the moment, or for the now anyway. So these terms with empty extension mean we can describe them, but you can't name one in reality. So that's what we mean by, does the minor term exist? Well, so what's the minor term in this argument? It's L. What did L stand for in the original argument? Leprechauns. Do leprechauns exist? As far as I know, they don't. So it is invalid from both perspectives. What do we mean by both perspectives? Well, the Boolean and the Aristotelian. Now, if this condition had been met and leprechauns was something that existed, like lizards maybe, then it would have been conditionally valid. But as it is, because it doesn't meet the required condition on the chart, it's invalid from both perspectives.